please? How are you, Salim? Okay, so can you help me start, please, all of you? Okay, let's start. In the name of Allah, we're gonna start. Hello, my little scientist. Welcome to our online science class. I'm teacher Riham, your science teacher. May Allah protect Saudi Arabia and all Islamic countries from any dangers. Why we study science grade 2? Because the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. Please grade 2 follow our online class rules. Turn off your camera and your microphone and no one write on the chat. Let's start with our lesson 1 weather and then the lesson 2. Okay, lesson 1 weather. We have a quick revise. First, what is temperature? Temperature is our temperature tell us how hot or cold something is. How hot or cold something is, and we can measure the temperature by the thermometer. What about the precipitation? Is the water that falls to the earth from the clouds. And we have four types of the precipitation: rain, sleet and hail and snow. Okay, rain, sleet, hail, and snow. Okay, honey. And how we can measure the rain? By the rain gauge. How we can measure the rain? By the rain gauge. And how we can measure the wind? By the windsock and by the anemometer. Okay, anemometer and windsock. So now how can we measure the weather? The weather, yeah, by the temperature. We measure it by the thermometer. Wind, we measure by the windsock and anemometer. Precipitation, we measure the rain by the rain gauge. So the summary: temperature is how warm or cold the air is. Precipitation is water that falls to the earth from clouds. Rain, snow, sleet, and hail are kinds of the precipitation. Thermometer used to measure the temperature. Rain gauge used to measure the rain. Windsock and anemometer used to measure the rain. The wind, sorry. What about our lesson today? We will revise the water cycle. Listen to the water cycle. Number 1, the water changed from liquid to gas when it is heated. Now it's called from liquid to gas, so now it's evaporation. And from gas to liquid, now it is condensation. If it is cold, and it's called condensation. So first, what is the evaporate? When the water changes from liquid to gas, from liquid to a gas. And what about condense? When the water changes from gas to liquid. When the water changes from gas to liquid, it is the condense, okay? What about with the water cycle? In the water cycle, number 1, the sun. The sun heat the water. Number 1, the sun heat the water in the oceans, in the lakes. The sun heat the water in the oceans and in the lakes, okay? So number 1, the sun heat the water. Number 2, this water will evaporate. Now the water will evaporate. So the water will change from liquid to gas. Will change from liquid to gas. The water will evaporate. Number 3, this water now in the form of water vapor. It's a gas. It's a gas. And this gas are called water vapor. Some of this water turns into water vapor, okay? Water vapor is the water in the gas in the, when the water turns into gas in the air. Number 4, this water vapor will condense and form the clouds. This water vapor will condense and form what? And form the clouds. And the clouds will give us the precipitation, okay? The precipitation. So again, what happened? Number 1, the sun heat. Number 1, the sun heat the water, okay? And this heat caused the water to evaporate. Cause the water to evaporate or condense, of course, evaporate, because the water now it's a liquid. So it will change from liquid to gas, and it's called evaporate. So again, the sun heat the water evaporates and rises into the air in form of water vapor, and this water vapor cools and condenses and forms the clouds, and the clouds give us the precipitation and so on. Okay, honey? So we have 4 steps in the water cycle: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation, or 33. So what the summary? Evaporate, number 1, when the water changes from liquid to gas. Number 2, condense when the water changes from gas to liquid. Number 3, the sun warms the earth water. Number 4, the sun heat causes the water to evaporate. Number 5, some water turns into water vapor, and now the water vapor condenses and form the clouds. Okay, honey? Now let's participate with me. Okay, what's wrong?